for the presentation, right, the packet should be printed out. It should be, ready to go when they come in. We've got the link right here, right? So, all the things you got to do to send it out, all right here. Tells you what order to put them in, all the things, right? You've got the realtor protection form. This is different than a customer form, a customer brochure packet, right? So you got to have that packet ready to go, ready to send to them, right? And then when we get that all ready and they show up, then we do the realtor presentation. Obviously, you guys have seen this, but then we just dive right in. We've got this up on the screen and we just rock right through reading this presentation to them when they come in, right? That's what we want to do. I would say this, Sam, your goal should be to call all of these realtors and just to light them up until you get a bunch of these going, right? So this is how you create massive activity. I will tell you that the record in one day is 35 booked realtors. So, and it was done by somebody the very first day I showed them how to do it. They made their first calls on the first day and booked 35 in one day. That is a legit number that I can tell you I had it done by a guy named Jesse. So that is possible, right? And you get paid to book appointments, Sam. So you want to book appointments. How do you do that? You make 400 calls in a day. Now, 400 calls sounds like a lot, but if you're not talking to a customer, it's easy to make 400 calls in a day. 400 calls is like, I made a call, they didn't answer. That's one, each of these no answers, that's 5 calls right there. If I just go through the first 5 leads, I just made 15 calls, right? So my callers that work for me here, they work from basically 12:30 till 6. They make about 250 to 350 phone calls in that period of time. So in an 8-hour day, you can definitely hit that number. If you do that, you will get a higher percentage of answers in realtors than you will in customers. So it's a little bit easier to get people on the phone. So you go through a few more of your spiels. But this is kind of the process. You want to just nail it, do it over and over again. Let me talk about how to Ty, if you use a script, what's the most important thing that you be careful to not make it sound like?
That is scripted.
Exactly. Like it's not a script. You don't want to sound like you're reading it, right?
You
So
don't want
Ty,
to sound like, "Hi, I'm Ty and I'm with Carlton. Please call me."
yeah. The monotone. So this is all about how do I not sound scripted? How do I not sound scripted? What is the key to not sounding scripted?
To mix up your pace of speech and to mix up your, I can't think of the word for it. I just had a brain
Inflection.
blank. But you want to have some, thank you.
You got it. He's way to jump in, Reed, with the
That's a way bigger word
inflection.
than I was going to use.
He's like, I know. Let me get it. Boom.
I was going to talk real high like this.
Yeah. So inflection, tone inflection, and cadence. Those are the things that make you sound like you're not scripted. So cadence is like, if I'm reading, let me give you the example of cadence of reading. That's good to hear. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Flint Rock Homes, but we are Springfield's highest rated and most reviewed home building company. We have been around since 2004, and we currently have 8 different. Do you hear how reading that sounds? Right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
That to the person on the other end of the line who answered the phone, what are they doing when you sound like you're reading?
Tuning out.
They are tuning out and looking for the moment to hang up. To be like, I'm not interested, thank you though. Because they know you're calling them with a scripted deal. So cadence, and that is like the speed. So when I'm talking, okay, right now I'm talking to you guys. And if you're listening to my cadence while I'm talking, you're noticing that I'm slowing down sometimes, and other times I'm speeding up a little bit. and I'm having these little pauses in between while I think of the next thing that I want to say. So I'm trying to demonstrate cadence to you right now. Does that make sense? So, and then, so I speed up and I slow down when I am altering my cadence. If I read, it's a pretty like, almost like listening to a song, the beat just keeps going on, right? And while I don't, I don't encourage you to do what Ty does and sing to people to the beat through the script. Me, 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 me. La, 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 la.
I've been working on a realtor rap, actually.
Nice. Maybe Reed or Sam can jump in and beatbox for you while you do the rap. I don't know if that'll close appointments or not. Maybe we can field test that. But you want to speed up and slow down your cadence like you're thinking about what you're going to say. And so it takes practice to do this. The first time you do it, Sam, you will absolutely butcher it. It will be terrible. You'll suck at it. The only thing that will make you good at it is not just practicing it by yourself. It'll be doing it with a customer on the line, with a realtor on the line. So don't sit there and get in your head. Just get it out of your mouth as many times as you can. So repetition creates revelation. Repetition creates revelation. The lights start to come on when you keep repeating it. So repetition creates revelation, and that's true in pretty much anything. So what you're going to do is you're going to be like, you're going to call and you're going to go, hi, is this Michelle? And she's going to be, yeah. So let's talk about for a moment when I call and I say, hi, is this Michelle? Inflection is the part that you want to get here. When I talk about inflection, tone inflection, it's what we call up talking and we call down talking, right? If I'm doing up talking, I'm getting more excited. If I'm doing down talking, I'm getting less excited. It's like the pitch at which I go up and down in a sentence is what makes it get more dramatic or less dramatic, right?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Yep. I don't know if Sam is old enough to have seen that movie. Sam, did you get this Ron Burgundy reference?
I read about that movie.
Yeah, Anchorman. Yeah. So you wanna use tone inflection. So the beginning is the best part to do tone inflection. And let me ask you guys this question. Would you rather talk to somebody who's positive and upbeat? Or would you rather talk to somebody who's kind of, I don't know, I mean, how are you? I guess I'm doing. Who do you like?
Well, that person makes me feel better about myself.
You like to talk to depressed people who are about to blow their brains out because you're like,
sucks to be you. Sucks to be you.
My life looks pretty good now. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Right about now, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So yeah, I mean, I think most people want to talk to somebody who's not like a downer. So you want to start with high energy. It's like, hi, is this Michelle? Hi, is this Michelle? If you're like, that's tone inflection. If you're like, hi, is this Michelle? Michelle might decide she wants to kill herself. I don't know why I'm so suicidal today. All I'm talking about is people killing themselves. But, you might get into that, like, kind of, you had a down day. You got to intentionally bring yourself up, right? In my mind, you should write this down, but in my mind, the goal for you is when they answer the phone, they hear you smiling over the phone. Have you ever had a phone call from somebody and you can tell the emotion level they have as soon as you pick up the phone and literally the first 3 words that come out of their mouth?
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time, right?
That's a great thing too, because I have a smile that's made for voice, not for looking.
You have a face for radio? Is that
yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, people can feel that like enthusiasm that energy coming from you, or they can feel that this phone call is about to suck the life out of me when they call. I had a guy, we can do this in text and in voice. I had a guy yesterday, Jordan heard part of this conversation yesterday, but I had a guy text me and he's like, I have something I really need to talk to you about, and I feel like you're the only person I can talk to. Can you call me? Now, what is the tone inflection of that text?
That they're, that they're about, they're standing on the ledge.
Yeah, it was actually one of Ty's customers. He was really depressed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Ty.
Was it
No,
Jane
it was-
Howard? I don't understand why Jordan can't meet me to look where I want my cubby hooks at.
Right, right. So I knew the tone of the text right off the bat. You know what I mean? This is part of why our inbound phone script is, this is Aaron at Flint Rock Homes. How can I make your day great? Because most people answer the phone going, how can I help you?
So,
How can I help you? How can I route your call? Yes, how can I? They always sound like they're like this. How can I route your call? Yes, hello. How can I help you? Why do they always sound like they're so nasal? I don't know what it is about reception.
not anymore. Now it's all AI.
True that. So it's like, I want to start with enthusiasm, get them excited right off the bat, be excited so that I can get them in that mode with me. And then they're like, yes, it is. And I go, well, hi, Michelle. This is Aaron Antis from Flint Rock Homes. How are you doing today? You just want to be, if I'm down talking, how are you doing today? Like, that's down talking. How are you doing today? That's up talking. You just want to be mindful of sounding positive because you are reading a script and you want to breathe your life into that script.